So they use these big old toggles, put huge holes like that. Thanks for watching, everybody. You are tuned in to the #1 construction YouTube channel known to man. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to change out a toilet. And that may seem like an easy task to some of you, but for those of us who are new to construction, new to house, remodeling, repairs, things like that, maybe some DIY folks out there, there's a trick, a top secret trick that they don't want you to know. And I'm going to tell you that, but you have to stay tuned to the end of the video to find out. And also, I'm going to talk about how much money I made changing this toilet out. And I did a couple of other tasks while I was at this customer's house. All right, so time to replace this toilet. And first thing I'm going to do is use some of this liquid lock. And what this is going to do, it's crystals. We'll pour it in, and basically it crystallizes the water. That way you don't have leaky toilet water everywhere. Go ahead and take the lid off, liquid lock, and see if I can show it here. Alright, so it's been about 4 minutes. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all turned to gel, which is nice. No splashy. This one, however, I don't know how good you can see that, but I'm going to dump a little more here because there's still some water hanging around, and I just feel like I want to put a little more in there. Might as well just kick the whole package in there, and then I don't know what it's going to do, but might as well bust the rest in here. No big deal. Alright, now it's time to start taking this toilet apart and we'll get the new one on. Alright, so I got this black trash bag laid out on the ground, and now I'm going to knife this caulking that's around the toilet. She's caulked pretty good. Now I'm going to disconnect the supply line. Make sure you stick a bucket under the supply line. Alright, that's what she looks like. I'll scrape all this caulking up. Alright, so I got my wax ring on the bottom of the toilet, and got my bolts ready to go. Time to install this toilet. Nice and tight, nice and tight. All right, she's filling up. Now I just gotta cock it and lock it. Don't forget to use the crystals to crystallize that water. Key. All right, here we go. Do the old flusheroonie. There you go. No leakies. Nope. No leaky. Nope. Alright, so I told you I'd tell you about how much I made doing this job. So $250 I charged to install the toilet, and the customer bought the toilet. For the 4 patches, I had 2 on each light. Prime those patches, paint the walls, 2 small walls. I only charge $150. All right, so now we're up to $400, and then I also hung the other light. Last time I was there, I got half because I installed 1 light, so I collected the other money for the light, which was $100. So I made $500. And it probably took me, the patching with the heat gun and all that stuff took a while. I was probably there for a good, I don't know, 4 hours. So do the math, that's pretty good. And I had a job before and I had 1 small job after. So you could easily make $500 to $1,000 a day, but you got to stack up your schedule accordingly though. It's not always easy. And then you also, when you're doing these little handyman jobs, consider people may cancel. So you're going to want to vet your customers and be sure that they want to have you out. You can kind of feel them out while you're on the phone. I with a handyman job, I am going to feel them out. I'm going to ask a bunch of questions. I'm going to kind of give them my ballpark figures. And if they get scared on my ballpark figures, I could negotiate a little bit here and there if I really need to get out there and get the work done. But I don't want to do that too much because I've got to stick to my pricing. We're not in this to do a charity. We're in this to make money. I want to make $500 for a half day. I want to make $600, $700, $800 for a full day, $1,000 for a full day, or else it's not even worth getting up and getting out of bed. I got to make money, and the customers need to understand that from the gate. And you're not being pushy with them. But you're going to want to vet your customers. You're going to want to talk about pricing over the phone. And if they seem a little scared or just iffy, not scared, but iffy, then you want to, keep that tentatively. You're going to want to call them a day or two before. If you're trying to book out your week, you're going to want to call them and say, hey, Mr. Customer, do you still want me to come out on Wednesday? I've got you on the schedule at 1 p.m. That way, you're a couple days in advance. If that customer you thought was maybe going to check out on you, now you've got a couple days to get somebody else in that 1 o'clock slot. So there's a science to it. If you're interested in a more detailed video about scheduling and how to schedule handyman jobs, let me know in the comments down below. Guys, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for tuning in. Always remember, guys, work late, get done. Don't be afraid to put in an extra few hours to make that money. It's all about the Benjamins in this business.